What is up, guys? This is Luke with LP Cubing, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 3 of PuzzleVault. So what we have here is not actually what we're getting for PuzzleVault, but I had a couple things coming in from eBay, so I wanted to make sure that, I had the right one. So I opened it up before the video, but what we had was actually behind these 3x3s, and it is an original Tomy Pyraminx. So the Tomy Pyraminx was the first ever mass-produced Pyraminx. The one that I order is currently unsealed, so it is new and it has never been used before. The packaging is a little bit dinged up. But before we go ahead and get into this, let me give you a little bit of history on the Pyraminx. So although this is the first mass-produced version that was released in 1981, the original concept was conceived by Uwe Meffert, who many of you probably do know, but if you don't, he's a very, very famous puzzle designer who started the whole Meffert's company in 1970. So this puzzle was actually designed and conceived before the Rubik's Cube. And Meffert didn't really do anything with his design until he took it to Hong Kong to get it mass-produced in 1981. So let's go ahead now and just open this up. So yes, it is brand new, and I do feel kind of bad cutting into, a brand new vintage puzzle, but I do want to be able to use it. If it was something like an original Rubik's Cube that might be a little more valuable, I might not open it up, but I really want to check out this puzzle and how it feels. So the seal has been broken, and here is the puzzle. So right away, this thing is extremely heavy. It is just ridiculously heavy compared to any puzzle. It's the heaviest puzzle that I own, just right now, I can tell right away, and it's ridiculously more heavy than any other cube. So it comes with, I guess, kind of a stand here. I really like the case, it's kind of nice for display. And since this is unopened, it comes with the original Pyraminx pamphlet. So I'll go ahead and show this to you. Pause it if you want to go ahead and read it. Let's go ahead and flip it over. So yeah, definitely really cool. I'm glad I got it with everything. But now let's go ahead and give this puzzle turns. Oh wow. I knew it would be bad, but man, I did not expect it to be that bad. It takes effort to turn this. And when I say effort, I mean a lot of effort, and I'm turning the tips. This tip is pretty good. Finger trickable, actually. That one's pretty good, but this one is, ooh boy. We have, of course, a ball bearing design in there. This tip almost looks like it's detached, and I saw that on a lot of different cubes, or Pyraminxes that I looked at on eBay. This tip isn't that bad either. Now let's go ahead and get into this turning. Ooh, I'm moving it off screen, sorry. But that's just incredibly stiff. This is worse than any Rubik's brand that I've ever felt. So I'm going ahead and, you can see me turning this here. I'll just go ahead and pull out a Rubik's brand. And then here we have a Rubik's brand. So yeah, definitely worse than a Rubik's brand. I'm going to go ahead and solve this thing. Probably going to be speeding it up just because of the turning. But yeah, let's go ahead and go through solve. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and call this scrambled. But once again, as a lot of the cubes are in PuzzleVault, this really is not a practical cube at all. It's more of just a novelty item. But still, it is really, really cool to have a piece of history in your hands. The very first line of one of the most famous WCA puzzles today, and the fact that it came new sealed with everything, including a pamphlet. Just a really awesome cube, despite the fact that I have to grab it with my whole hand to turn it. There we go. I'm so lucky I got a last layer skip because I just don't want to turn this anymore. But it is just pretty incredible to see how cubing has progressed throughout the years, going from this thing to something like this. And this is a Moyu Magnetic Pyraminx. Although it's not my favorite Pyraminx in the world, it definitely does turn pretty good. I prefer the X-Man Bell over it to this, which is the Moyu Magnetic Pyraminx. So although that it's not my favorite Pyraminx in the world, I prefer the X-Man Bell. This definitely just still is so much better than this. So it's just really awesome to have a piece of history and to see how cubes have progressed throughout the years. Go ahead and see if there's any changement in the color scheme. So no, so that's kind of actually surprising considering just how a lot of vintage puzzles have just had different color schemes. So yeah, they did keep the original color scheme. And of course I do know that there are some Pyramixes that have white stickers and stuff. But yeah, definitely a very awesome cube, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. Once again, sorry that I got this PuzzleVault out a little late. If you watched my Yushao Pro M review, I said that it's going to be out about a week late because I ordered this cube but it didn't come in yet, so it's out. Also, this is going to be the last PuzzleVault of Season 1 since it is December. It was only 3 episodes, but we're going to be taking January off in between seasons and starting back up again in February. But thank you all for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.